Hello students, welcome to English class. Today you are going to learn how to write a descriptive paragraph. First of all, what is a descriptive paragraph? In this paragraph, you are going to describe something, a person, event, object or a place. And how do you write? Using some describing words, adverbs, okay, like that. And you must use words that will allow your readers to be able to see what you are writing about without being able to actually see it. Like that, the words, the vocabulary should be in your descriptive paragraph. Okay, and the types of words to use are strong verbs and colorful adjectives. Okay, so colorful adjectives and strong verbs that makes your paragraph impressive. And let us see what are the other things. Ensure that the description does not read dull or flat. So that is why your vocabulary should be very good. It should not be flat. It should attract the reader's attention. Use adjectives, adverbs, similes, metaphors, etc. So comparison, similes and metaphors are used to compare things. Okay, things or events or a person's qualities. Yes, and involve the senses in the description. That is, what did you see? What did you smell? What did you taste? What did you hear? And what did you feel? All these to be included in the descriptive paragraph. For example, you can tell the young girl merrily skipped around the blossoming fragrant bushes. So here blossoming fragrant, these are the adjectives. Okay, and a strong odor flowed through the musty air outside the garbage dumper. So, musty air. Here, musty is described air. Okay, strong described odor. So, these are the adjectives, such adjectives to be used. And a descriptive paragraph can describe a person, place, thing, or event, which I have said earlier. So similes like as clear as crystal, okay, and her hair. If you are describing a girl's hair, her hair is cascading over her shoulders. Cascading means like waterfall. So like that, you should use. Okay, similes and metaphors are used to compare things. Similes, direct comparisons, that is like we use like and as to compare things. Okay, and metaphors, those are he is like a lion. He is a lion in the fight, and he is like a lion, that is simile. He is a lion, that is metaphor. So like this, similes and metaphors you need to use. And describing a person, start your description with a general introduction of the person. So general introduction should be given. Follow it up by focusing on physical details. First of all, he is tall, slender, and handsome, like that. Then talk about the person's personality, his attitude, everything. Okay, his attitude, he is like ambitious, and all this. Like this, you need to describe. And here is a small paragraph describing a person. Best friends forever. As a child at the age of 2, my sister and I had pictures taken together. So he is describing about the relationship between he and his sister. The general introduction is given. Let us see whether everything has been satisfied or not. My sister and I are 10 months and 3 weeks apart. In this special family picture was look identical. Are big dark blue and brown eyes. See the physical features here, they have been described. And smile resemble two calm little girls enjoying the moment with peaceful smiles on our faces. In our long dark red and blue dresses, we sit straight up in front of a warm red fireplace. surrounded by green plants. A dark brown wavy hair. See here, hair is described wavy, even matched. We both had baby pink bows off to the side of our heads that resemble a blooming flower. Growing up, our family consisted of our father, my sister, and I. My sister and I have both been there for each other through the thick and thin, through all the situations, even in every situation, and that is even in happiness and all, also in the sad events. My photograph of my sister and me here, it is missed, reveals how close we are in age, and through this paragraph it also reveals how close we are when it comes to love and friendship. So the relationship between two sisters is described here. Okay, and describing an object, give an idea about the size and shape of the object, describe details like color, texture, or taste, and include sensory details that can help the reader understand an object they have never seen before or cast a new light on something familiar. If you are going to describe your mobile, so you need to use all this: the size and shape of your mobile, the color. Okay, if it is anything like any food you are going to describe, then you need to give the texture and taste of that food item. Okay, all this, each and every minor detail to be covered, so that the reader should have a feel that he had seen that object or the person. Okay, and start by describing the first thing you notice about the place. Highlight small, that is describing a place. Start by describing the first thing you notice about the place. Highlight small details to make your description interesting. Use sensory details to paint a word picture of the place you are describing. So the place, how the place is, it is very crowdy or touristy place it is. Okay, like this, or it is bustling crowd. If many people gather every time, every day near that place, so bustling place. So all these you need to cover, describing a place, such adjectives to be used. And describing an event, any event, your birthday, or last year your school celebrations like annual day. So you need to give the information logically and chronologically first, and describe the important parts of the event in the greater detail. So the important part, how the what are the guests were invited, and how the event started. Okay, you can use adjectives like momentous, it was a momentous occasion, or there were eye-catching performances, like this. You may just mention and not describe the minor parts. So you may just mention and not describe the minor, small things may happen. So such small, those which doesn't have any importance, such things may be excluded from your paragraph. Okay, so go through all these and be thorough with the adjectives and adverbs to be used. Be thorough with them, so that you need to go through many books. And right now, if you want to describe an event, you can, what event you are going to describe, ask for the words. You ask Google for the words. It will surely give you a list of adjectives, adverbs, idiomatic expressions, anything, so that you can use those words in your descriptive paragraph. Hope it is clear, students. And complete the exercises given in your Living English book and post the answers to me. Okay, thank you for now.